All right, welcome everybody to the Beaver County Softball Network. My name is Bill Littler, and we are here at New Brighton at the, I think they call it the Sunflower Field. That might be the address, but we're here, and they are hosting the Ambridge Bridgers, and this is 12U action in the BCFPL. It's nice out. Very few clouds in the sky. It's probably about upper 70s maybe. Nice breeze. I actually broke a sweat setting things up. I believe that's the first time this year. So I don't know much about these teams, but I was looking at a Game Changer, and New Brighton is 3-6. They played 9 games already. So they're well on their way. I know this year we're not having a regular season in a sense. We're keeping standings. What we're doing is just playing games, getting ready for the end of the year. Double elimination tournament. We did this with 10U last year, and all the coaches and everyone gave us positive feedback, so we decided to give it a try with 12U. It kind of takes off the pressure of getting all the games in the regular season, and you know, with all the rain delays in April, it's kind of challenging, so this kind of allows us to schedule as many games as your coaches want. Then you can play them. They get rained out. You can just cancel them. You can reschedule them. You know, whatever you want. And in the end, it gives the umpires more games to umpire. It gives, you know, the players more reps. You know, and if the coaches uses this wisely, they can, you know, try to develop some of these girls and get them ready for the tournament. Let me see if I can find Bridgers here. 12U. So they're 1-3. So they played 4 games. Actually more than that, 5 games. They won their last game against Southside. So that's the other thing with 12U. There's not as many teams as 10U. So they do play each other multiple times, which is fun. Gives you reps. And it looks like we're going to get started here. Trying to pull up New Brighton's Game Changer and follow it. Okay. Looks like the umpire is Bob Norton. I know him. His daughter graduated with my daughter at Central Valley. His daughter played softball, but she went to college for golf.
Coming down. All right, coming down. Let's go, ladies.
Okay, so it looks like we're going to get started here. My camera, I've learned to hang it above the right batter's box. try to get it over the shoulder of the umpire. And that seems to be a safe spot. All right, so waiting for Game Changer to get started, and first pitch is a foul, but I think it hit her hand. I'm sure that stings. That one missed. Counts 1-1. This pitcher's pretty tall. Going high. The one thing about this umpire, he's pretty tall, so it kind of overshadows the backstop or the batter's box. Called strike 3. Now, if you've never watched the network, I do have instant replay. And what I do is I'll collect all these clips that I make and create like a condensed game and put that on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. All right, so okay, so this batter's number 24, Addie, for Ambridge. That's a foul ball. That was a nice rip there.
Hey, Caitlin, stay on this side, okay?
And for some reason, Game Changer isn't started, so I don't know if they're not doing it or what's going on.
Hey, let's go, Serenity. All right, come on.
That one missed eye. Yeah, neither team is. Neither team is live, so pitching for New Brighton is number 15, Serenity. There's ball 4. Okay, so there's one out. We have a runner on first.
All right, let's go. Get ready.
There's a bunt attempt. He gets past the catcher and she'll get to second easily. Be on a pass ball.
Hey, watch that again, okay? Watch that again. 3. Go. One.
There's a nice bunt. And no plays can be made.
Okay, go 1, okay? He's not forced right there. All right, ladies, let's go. Turn it right here. Let's go.
Okay, for Ambridge now, that is number.
1 out. You got it, Serenity, right here, girl.
I can't see. 15.
Hey, you got it.
And that is Genevieve.
There you go.
There's a hit and play. Play at home is going to get her.
Hey, good job.
Nice job. So that'll be 2 outs. Nice heads-up play there by Serenity, the pitcher. That pitch was high.
Hey, good job.
Base runners are
Hey, Lee, be ready for backup, okay?
on first and second. I'm not sure why they didn't go in that.
All right, let's go, let's go.
That one missed high.
Hey, you're good, Hope. Come on, Abby, you got this. Hey, good job, Myah. Follow her back, though. Let's go, Serenity. You got it, girl.
Missed high again.
Right,
And they're going to go that time.
Hey, good
Ball was
throw.
overthrown.
You're good, you're good.
Everybody is safe. So we have second and third with 2 outs.
3 balls, no strikes.
We have a 3-0 count on the batter.
Let's go.
Ball 4. And it's number 22, Abby, for Ambridge, who just walked. So bases are loaded. And it brings up number 5, Kelsey.
2 outs, let's go. Come on, Kelsey. All right.
This blown inside.
Get in your circle, babe. Good job.
If the catcher watches this, just throw it back to the pitcher. Pitcher, stay in the circle. Nice quick throw.
Come on.
Don't look at the runners. You know, you want to have a nice throw. Hit her in the chest.
All right, let's go.
Nice slow.
Bring it up.
3 balls, no strikes.
We got a 3-0 count again. With 2 outs, bases loaded.
You got it, babe. Take your time right here, okay? Let's go.
Serenity's in a little bit of a jam here. All 4. That'll be first run for Ambridge.
Hey, place at home right here. 4. 2 outs, let's go.
I think there's 2 outs. I don't know if that coach was thinking there's 1 out.
All right.
Okay, for Ambridge now, this is number 16, Alice.
You got it.
Miss slow. Yeah, and the network here for the youth programs, I don't mention last names, just first names. And it's working out because all the coaches put first names in Game Changer, so it makes it easy.
3 balls, no strikes.
There's Serenity here for New Brighton. She hasn't thrown a strike here in a bit.
Ball, that's 4.
All 4. That'll be another run. All right, so this is number 14. Yeah, number 14. This is Zoe, number 14. That's a strike. There you go. It's the one thing with pitching. When you throw a strike, you want to repeat it. You got to figure out what you're doing wrong and make the adjustments. There you go. 2 strikes. This tie. This pitcher, Serenity, she has the frame to be a good pitcher. Long legs. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll be the inning. Nice way to get out of the jam there. So they did give up 2 runs here in the top of the first. So we'll be back for the bottom half of the inning right after this. So M7 is a partner. They do sponsor the scoreboard. And if you don't know them, they're local sports agencies in Beaver. And they help student athletes with recruiting and also the name, image, and likeness laws that are now available for high school and college students. So, hook up with them and they can help your student athletes kind of navigate through things and help them with, they do video shoots, photo shoots. They can create hype videos and all kinds of stuff. And they're growing pretty quickly in our area, so take advantage of it, especially if your daughter knows that she wants to play college ball. It's a good opportunity for these girls to get into that. They don't typically take students until they're freshmen. So pitching for the Bridgers is number 20, Kendall. Here's a hit. She's going for two. She's in there. There's another hit. It's going to be foul. I'm still trying to switch over to New Brighton. They are just ripping it right now. There's still attempt. And she's going to score. I didn't switch over quick enough, but it was either an overthrow or someone over there missed it.
All right, let's go. You got it, Caitlin. Hey, you got nothing on you, kid. Let's go. Oh, this one, let's go. Hey, good job.
So it did get run back for New Brighton. So we're at 2-1.
Good job.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Gotta be perfect here, kid, but if it is, drive it, okay?
So
especially right here, like those races. Let's go, Caitlin.
there's a swing and a miss. I think this is number 13. And that would be Hope. Foul ball. Ooh, 17. Then Caitlin is who's batting. And the first batter, number 20, they didn't have her on this roster. There's a swing and a miss. Drop third strike. And then make the play first. So that's different. I know I did 10U early this week. And they don't have drop third strike at that division. But at 12U they do. So they finished it. Nice job.
Hey, you got it. Let's go, kid. Let's go. Bring your bat down with you.
Get back even with the bat.
That's foul ball, okay?
Even. Right there. Dallas, be ready.
Hey, let's go.
Dallas, come over this way too.
Come on, Trinity.
There's a foul ball way early on that one.
Over this way.
This is number 15, Serenity, the pitcher.
All right, let's go.
This way.
You got it. Let's go. Cheers to your team. Come on, Trinity. Hey, good job. Gotta be a little lower, okay? Let's go.
Get that down.
Hey, you got it. Good job.
Creep step every pitch.
Good job.
3 balls, 1 strike.
3-1 is the count. I do believe the score is tied at 2.
Hey, ladies, when you're on base,
With neither one of these coaches doing game changer, they're gonna force me to be on top of my game here.
All right, Hope, let's go. Hit it hard, okay?
So New Brighton has a base runner. There are 2 outs. And this is number 13, Hope.
Let's go, Hope. Come on, Hope. All right, let's go, Hope.
Hey, she's probably going for it. You ready?
Let's go.
That got past the catcher, and
Good job.
base runner is going to get to third.
Good.
Half balls. That's
All right,
the
let's
stage.
go,
You
Hope.
gotta get
All you, kid. Let's go.
Now 12U2, they can steal home. So if ball gets past the catcher, they can
Hey, a little
definitely
too
run.
high, a little too high, okay? Let's
There's
go.
a swing and a miss.
going back to check that out.
All right, you got it. Hey, gotta be you, okay? There you go. Go,
There's
go,
a
go.
ball play. Throw to first. Going to be in time.
Hey, good job, Hope. You're okay. You're okay. Hey, way to be. Way to be. Way to be. All right, hey, Kira. Hey, you got it.
So that would be the second out. So if I'm keeping track right, it is 3-2 New Brighton.
Good job. Way to watch. Too high. Too high. You got it, girl.
Trying
You
to
got it. Let's go, girl.
see this girl's number.
Good job. Good job. Make her bring us
Close,
down,
Kenny,
okay?
you're close.
You got it. You got it.
I
Let's
think
go.
one of these angles would give me a break here.
Good job. Her name is
3 balls.
18.
No strikes.
Her name is 18.
Check it out, Kenny.
Her number is Kira. Her number is Kira. Even though we're mixed up. Even though we're mixed up.
I think this is number 18, Kira.
Good job. Good job.
And she's going to be walked.
Go, go. Try it. Yeah, you got it. Let's go. Hey, Lexi. Hey, you got it. Let's go. Let's go.
The runner's going to advance to second. I think this is number 5, Lexi.
Let's go, Lex. Let's go. Hey,
That
bring
was
it back,
high.
bring it back. Way to
And
go, way to go.
I do believe she pulled back.
Yes.
Kendall, you got to cover on a
Come
foul.
on, let's go, let's go. Still. Go,
There's
go,
a hit.
go! Way to go, Lex! Way to go!
It's going to score a run on a single.
Second base, Abby.
Way to
every
go,
time.
Lex! Good job!
That was a nice hit.
Hey, good job!
When you have someone on third like that, that's where you want to go, opposite field. There are 2 outs, so but if you can put that ball on the ground with less than 2 outs, that's going to score that run
There you
every
go, there
time.
you go.
Ball.
Hey,
It's a foul ball. This is number 6 for New Brighton. And that is Faith.
You ready?
Go,
In
girl.
field.
Good job. Way to
Missed
watch,
high.
way to watch. There you go, there you go. Hey, there you go, Lexi. Hold the base. Hold the base. What was that?
Ball.
Foul ball.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
So we have 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count.
Watch, way to
Missed
watch.
high. Our base runner's going to go. And it gets past the third baseman again.
Good job, good job. All right, let's go, Faith. Just you, kid. Let's go.
Got to figure that out over there.
Let's go. Way to watch, way to watch.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
All right, right here, kid. Let's go, Faith. Let's go, kid. Let's go, girlfriend.
Oh, that one's high. Ball 4.
Good job, kid.
Hot time.
Got it. Okay.
That one gets away from the catcher, and the runner's going to get to second on a pass ball. This is number 22 for New Brighton. There's a ball in play. It's going to be fair. The pitcher was underneath it. She just didn't secure it. And with her being in fair when she touched the ball, that's definitely a fair ball. So you get runners on first and third. And batting now is number 14, Lila. There's a foul ball. A little late. I think the batter before her was number 22, Elena. Just slow. That was high outside. They're going to try to go home. They got her. So there is a 6-run cap each inning, and New Brighton just scored their 6th. So that's going to finish the first with New Brighton up 6-2. And I'm going to take a short break.
You need the hammer? I didn't need it. I didn't see it at all.
You got it. You got it. Let's go.
One thing I'm doing is I'm creating this video that has Elena Matejevich, and I know I'm saying her name wrong, but she's a junior from Southside, and she sings the national anthem. So I got a copy of her rendition of it, and I'm creating a video that I'm going to play prior to some games when I do broadcasting. So sometimes I set up early, I'll play it. Other times I get here late and I'm kind of rushing, so we'll see. But I'm looking for military pictures of loved ones who have daughters that are involved in Beaver County softball. So if you're out there, you can send them to me through Facebook or email. My email address is bill.littler@bcsoftballnetwork.com, and I'm just have it in the video as the national anthem is played. I have several pictures, but I can use some more. So if you're out there, send them my way. So this is number 21 for Ambridge, Paisley. And Serenity is still pitching for New Brighton. That one missed low. I gotta change the inning number. It is the second inning. Called strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was high. You can tell Serenity is still learning to pitch. She does good for a while, and then her mechanics change a little bit. Ball 4. It's one of those things where you just need to practice more, make adjustments, understand how to pitch so you can make in-game adjustments. And don't get frustrated as a pitcher. It's not easy to do. Missed a little high. So Ambridge does have a runner on at first. I think this is number 12 for Ambridge. And that is Anaya. It's low, and runner's going to take off our second on that wild pitch. Miss low. 3-0's the count. Missed high, ball 4. If you haven't been following the WPAIAL playoffs, Blackhawk won their quarterfinal game yesterday. It was a pretty big win for them. So they're going into the semis, which I don't think they play them until next week. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. That's a strike. There you go. That's where you need to repeat that. So what you did, do it again. Get consistent. That's not bad miss there. Then today, I think Central Valley lost to South Park. I actually watched some of that game. Steal attempt. And she's going to be safe. Nice play by the catcher. And the batter did right by staying in the box. She's allowed to stay there. Catcher has to work to get around her. Ball 4 is a goal. So Ambridge gets another base runner, so they have runners at the corner. It's number 1 that's on first, Hannah. And Kendall, number 20, is up. Bases are loaded, I believe. Yes. And I don't think there's any outs. Ball outside, didn't miss much. At this age, you don't see many pitchers that hit spots consistently. And you watch some high school games and college games. Those pitchers can hit wherever that catcher wants it. It's pretty fun to watch. It's a nice pickup there by the catcher. 3-1's the count. Bases are loaded. And I don't believe there's an out. That one missed high. That'll be ball 4 and scores a run for Ambridge. Time is called. I'm going to take a minute here. So I don't have many sponsors. And I I choose not to for my personal reasons anyway. But I do have one, and his name is Anthony Aniline. He's a real estate agent, and this is his view and only his view. So these are all three of my camera angles, and this is his sponsor. And if you know anything about a Manaka, you know the Anilines. There's a nice pitcher. That's a strike. Nice swing, too. So this is number 24 for Ambridge. There's a swing and a miss. Keep your feet in there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Her name is Addison on the roster, but I hear them calling her Addie. There's a foul ball. Missed low. Bases are loaded, so it's going to be tough to score home. The backstop is real shallow. Full count. She's not missing by much. Yeah, that's the other thing is you don't want to put anything totally over the plate. Ball 4. That scores another run. So that's 6-4. New Brighton holding on to their lead. Bases are loaded. And we have Liliana up, number 55 for Ambridge. This tie. You can see these girls have different helmets. So Pittsburgh Powers, number 20 there. Called strike. And the batters from Valley Rage. They're also a partner of the network. Called strike. There you go. And like I said, pitching is not easy. This tie. I feel like baseball pitching is so much easier than softball because of all the moving parts when you're pitching softball. It's a foul ball. What's going on here? So I think what happened, the batter swung a miss, and because it was a drop third strike, the batter thought she can run. But since there's less than 2 outs and the bases are loaded, you can't run on to first on a strikeout because first base is occupied. But New Brighton was confused on that one and threw the ball away. And Ambridge scored a run. So we have second and third with 1 out, which is the strikeout. Yeah, that's confusing. Now, if the bases are loaded with 2 outs, that's to the pitcher to first base for an out. Now, if bases are loaded and you drop a third strike with 2 outs, all you gotta do is the catcher just has to tag the plate for the force out. But you can run when there's 2 outs. think there's only one out.
3 balls, no strikes.
So we have a 3-0 count. Trying to catch, I think this is number 22, Abigail. Ball 4. Runners are going to stay put, so that loads up the bases. Oh, no, wait. There was no one on second, so now there is. You see that a lot, too. Some teams will take it out for that run. I'm sorry, they'll take a run for that out. And those girls, if they walk and that second base is open, they'll keep running. Then it's up to the defense to decide if they want to give her that free base or if they would rather have the out, give up the run. And with me not having game changer to follow, I'm not certain I have the right score.
No strikes.
And this is number 5, Kelsey, batting here for Ambridge. Ball 4. So now we have bases loaded again. And now up is number 16, Alice. And of course, I don't have game changer to see what these girls did in previous at-bats. There's a swing and a miss. There's a foul ball. There's that foul. It's a nice pitch, actually. It's kind of where you want it. You want it off on the corner. Make it hard to hit. That's right back to the pitcher. Play it home. And that'll be 3 outs. That was a nice play by the pitcher. All right, so if my scorekeeping is correct, New Brighton is up 6-5, and they will have their chance here in a second after I take a break here. One new feature I'm doing this year is instant replays, and I mentioned this already earlier, but when I do instant replay, it captures the clip of the replay, and then what I'm doing is I'll create a video of all those clips, and it's kind of a condensed game, so you can watch that later on tonight. Takes me a little bit to make it, so but it should be on later tonight. So this is number 14, I believe. This is Lila. Called strike. Ooh, she swung and missed that one. She went after it. Sometimes that happens. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's a swing and a miss. Umpire's jumping out of the way. Is this number 42, Savea? I can't see that other number. Oh, she held up. 3 balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss. First strike. There's a ball popped up. And it's going to be caught. That'll be the second out. Looks like the pitcher made the play on that one. So there's 2 down. Batter's backing out on that one. Stay in there. I think this is number 2, Sophie. There's a swing and a miss. Called strike 3. That'll be 3 outs. All right, so after 2, we have New Brighton holding on to a 1-run lead. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back. All our games are on demand, so you can go to our network and our YouTube channel and you'll see all the games that I streamed. I try to save them. I try to organize them in playlists so they're easy to find. But yeah, you can go back and watch all the games. And I'm creating the condensed games so you can watch the shorter version. So Serenity is still pitching, number 15. And looks like we're going to get started. So this will be the top of the third. And we have number 14 for Ambridge, and that is Zoe. First pitch was a ball. Another ball. 2-0. Slow.
3 balls, no strikes.
Take a minute.
3-0's the count.
Let's go. You got it.
Not the first time.
Oh,
Won't be the last.
All 4.
Take a minute. Come on. Go.
And she's going too. Ooh, she can't do that. She should be out.
Good job.
That's the look back rule. You can't do that. Yeah, the look back rule. When the pitcher has possession of the ball in the circle, you got to go one way or the other. You can't stop and come back. That should have been an out on that batter. Or that, yeah, that was the batter. Steal attempt. And she'll be safe. A little bit high. I could be wrong on that, but from what I saw, that was should have been an out. It's low.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's a strike. Called strike 3. It's a borderline pitch there. I think it was close. It was on her knees. They're called strike. It's a little deceiving too with the catcher. She's kind of letting that ball travel too far. She needs to catch it out in front. That was a lot better as far as presentation go. That's only 2 strikes. It's a nice pitch there. Get her to swing at something off the plate. Just slow. Yeah, you can see this catcher's newer behind the plate. She's not really blocking appropriately. Got to get down on those knees. Replace your knees with, or I'm sorry, your feet with your knees. Called strike 3. That'll be 2 outs. Yeah, you're blocking. You want, when you see a ball is in the dirt, you want to replace your feet with your knees to get on the ground and to keep the ball in front of you. That got past the catcher, and the base runner advances to third. There are 2 outs. That run on third is the tying run, as long as my score is correct. There's a called strike. I didn't see this girl's number yet. think it's number 1, Hannah. Swing and miss. I think that's 2 strikes. Miss low, full count. I think we only have a runner on third. Yeah. Nice pitch, strike 3. Got out of that jam. Go into the break with this replay. Nice job. We'll be right back. So if you're watching and you're not in one of these states that's shaded red, send me where you're watching from. You can comment on his channel, or you can go on Facebook or email me, bill.littler@bcsoftballnetwork.com. And if you're watching in a state that's white, I'll be able to update it. Just kind of cool to keep track of who's watching where. All right, so we're waiting for a batter, and here she comes. And New Brighton is up. There's a pop-up. Catcher. Oh, she almost made a play on that. It's not easy to make. It's hard to pick up the ball, and it happens so quick. But she was there. It was a nice try. There's a ball play up the middle for a single. It was a nice hit. Missed high. Oh, she ran to second. Catcher didn't throw it. And she took off to third too. Being aggressive. Missed high, and she's gonna try home. She's got her. Gotta slide there. If you slide, you have a chance to be safe. It's gonna be out of play. The umpire's trying to get the catcher a ball, and she's worried about getting a bat.
2 strikes.
Full count. Ball 4. So there is 1 out. We have a base runner on first. I see that. With that catcher standing up there, that could have been a strike. So batting is number 4, Ollie. It's tough as an umpire, especially when the catcher isn't presenting the ball. And you know, these girls are young; they're still learning. That's going to score 1. It's a nice hit. The sun is starting to set here. The sun's gonna be tricky for these girls. And my cameras. There's a swing and miss. You see the glare starting to come up. So 2 outs. Missed outside. Runners on second and third. That ball got past the catcher, and she's going to tag her at home, and that'll be 3rd out. Nice play. All right, so after 3, we have New Brighton up 7-5. We'll be back with the 4th inning here in a minute.
All right, let's go. Come on.
And I don't charge anyone to watch this stream with these streams, and you're free to, you know, I don't think you can download them off of YouTube, but you have full access. You can create clips from it, all that stuff. And the reason why is I'm trying to leverage social media to cover the expenses of this. So one way to help me do that is subscribe. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Currently I think I'm at 825, so I'm getting to 1,000. Hopefully there by the end of this year. And then of course I need to get 4,000 watch hours, so you know that just kind of accumulates as I do more and more games, and then I'll be able to monetize on YouTube. And I'm currently monetized on Facebook, so I'm making a few bucks off Facebook.
One ball.
And illegal pitch was called there for the first ball. Whoops. So she got 2 balls. Yes, on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, I know not everyone is, but if you are on it and you see anything that I post on there, on the network page,
3 balls. No strikes.
3 knows the count. Please like it, share it, comment on it, whatever. All that generates income. So it's kind of an easy way to get some money to pay for expenses.
I'm sorry. You kicked it and it's out.
3-1 count.
I know him. Yeah, you're supposed to be Superman.
That one missed high.
Hey, take a breath now.
Ball 4.
Okay. Good job, Lexi.
So we have base runner, and they did that again. That should be an out. Yeah, I don't know why the umpire isn't calling that. I think maybe they're questioning it.
Take the ball and just go like this. Keep it down. When does that one set 1001, she's out, okay?
All right, it's okay.
I know, but
It's okay. Let's go, girl. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she should be out, but they got her that time. It's a nice play. Aggressive base running.
Take a knee.
Take a knee, ladies.
Looks like she might have hurt herself, so so if you haven't followed us on Facebook, there's our handle. And I'm also on Instagram. It's funny, most parents are on Facebook, and then most of the high school students are on Instagram. So I see a couple crossover, but for the most part, I think it's a generational thing. But I post on both, so if you want to follow me, and then like I said on Facebook, whenever I post anything, like it, share it, comment on it, all that stuff, it helps bring money to the network and keep us free. There's a couple other things I'd like to do that cost a little bit of money, so I need to raise some before I can do that stuff. Swing and a miss. I did upgrade my camera behind the backstop, and I'm pretty pumped up about that. I hope to get that by next week. The camera that I'm currently using, this one, it's a GoPro 6. That GoPro works, but I like a clearer picture if I can. Ball 4. See the runner on second down. This is 55. Liliana. Valley Rage girl. Miss low.
3 balls. No strikes.
Ball 4. So we have runners on first and second, and I think there's one out. Allergies are beating me up. this tie. This is Genevieve, number 15, another Valley Rage girl. There's a foul ball. This is a 4th inning, not 3rd. Let me make that change. Whoops, that one got away from her. Oh, got her. I don't think they got her on the initial throw, but she must have stepped off. Oh yeah, she stepped off. So that's 2 outs. Good heads up play there. It's a foul ball.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
You got it, Serenity.
Ball 4.
All right, babe, let's go. Take your time. Take your time. You got it. You got it. Plays at any base, ladies. 2 outs. There you go.
There's a steal attempt. And they're going to go home. Oh, she's going to put the brakes on. That was a nice play. Nice backup there. Right, so we got runners on 2nd and 3rd here. 2 outs. That was high. Swing and miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ooh, inside. Almost got her. That is ball 4. And I think that'll load the bases. So there are 2 outs here. First pitch. Strike 1. These games are timed, but I think we're only about an hour and 10 minutes in. Still have half hour at least still in the game, so there's a good bit of time to get through the rest of the game here. That's a nice pitch. Back to the pitcher. Gets the out at home for the final out of the inning. Good job. It was the second play like that pitcher made. Good job. Okay, so we'll be the bottom of the 4th. trying to hear what they're saying, but I think they're talking about that look back rule. This umpire, Bob Norton, he's one of the better umpires in Beaver County. So one thing I want to talk about, if you haven't subscribed and you're watching, please subscribe. You know, it helps the network out. Like I said, I'm on a push to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer, so I need your help. I currently have 826, so it helps. Any subscription helps. All you gotta do is log in. If you have a Gmail account, just go in that, open up YouTube and find my network and just click subscribe. It's easy to do. And this shows you the percentage, and this changes every time, but for the most part you see the not subscribed is higher than the subscribed, so the people watching my network isn't subscribed, so I would really like them to subscribe to help me out. And yes, I am begging. Right, so hopefully I can survive with my allergies. Okay, this is the pitcher for New Brighton, Serenity. You see that catcher stands up or kind of. So my score is wrong. How about that? It is 6-6 here in the fourth inning. So that'll be 3 strikes. So now, for whatever reason, Game Changer updated. I think this is New Brighton's Game Changer. So now I could see the game. So my score was wrong. My innings are right. Score was wrong. That's a nice hit there. So that'll give New Brighton a base runner. There is 1 out. We have a courtesy runner coming in for the catcher, probably. And this is Kyra. Oh, Kira. Steal attempt. She'll be safe. And she's going to go 3. And she'll be up. What's going on here? Not sure what that was about.
I'll tell you why at the end of the inning.
There's a foul ball.
I'll tell her why at the end of the inning. I'll tell her why at the end of the inning.
So the umpire must have saw something from that base runner. see, just so if the catchers are watching, just fire that ball back to the pitcher and force that runner to decide what they're going to do.
All the way back. Go all the way back.
Go, go, go.
Hey, go back. Go.
Another way to defend that is to get that third baseman on that girl's pocket on third and just stick right beside her.
All right, come on.
Stay in the circle, Will. Stay in the circle. Go to the circle. Go to the circle. In the circle. Go.
So that was, all the excitement. That was strike 3. So there's 2 outs now. That runner on third is the go-ahead run. There's a ball hit, and that's going to fall. So that'll give New Brighton the lead, 7-6. That was Lexi, RBI single. There's a bunt attempt. Foul ball and cracked her in the head. That's why they wear face mask. If she didn't have a face mask, she would have got busted in the mouth. And it gets past the catcher, and runner's going to advance to second. There are 2 outs. Batting for New Brighton is number 6, Faith. Swing and a miss. Still attempt to third. And that's going to get past the third baseman, and they're going to score a run. The catcher read that quick. Just the third baseman couldn't make the play. So that increases New Brighton's lead to 8-6.
One ball. Defense.
All right, let's go, Faith. Let's go, Faith.
2-2 is the count. Full count.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Come on, baby. Start it. I mean, if you're hungry. But, like, we're here.
Miss low. Ball 4. Now with their 2 outs,
Hey, you got it. You got it. You got it. Let's go, kid.
this girl here is going to have to hit. There's a swing and a miss. Ooh, steal attempt. She gets there.
Watch the back up the throw. Then tap. Hold your hand on the last one.
There's a foul ball. Out of play.
2 strikes.
0-2 is the count.
All right, you got it, Elena. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, gang. Come on, Elena. Come on, Elena. Go, 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 go. Hammer.
Get the out at first. Got her. No, he dropped it. Run is going to count. That'll score another run for New Brighton. Another steal, the second. And she's going to get the third on that one. You see the sun starting to set. It's really messing with the camera behind home plate. There's a call strike. Miss Low, that gets past the catcher. Got her. Nice hustle there by the catcher. It's a nice play. Okay, well, that was 4 innings, so we'll be back with the top of the 5th with New Brighton up 9-6.
Shortstop, Caitlin center field, Serenity pitch, hope catch, Kira right field, Lexi second base, Faith left field, Elena first base, Sabea third base. Lila, Sophia, Sophie, Liv, Ollie, Lydia are in.
So these live broadcasts, I may pop out on fields once in a while, but I'm asking the coaches to reserve time. So if there's a game that you would like me to stream, go to request.bcsoftballnetwork.com, and this calendar comes up, and these are my available days. So if you see a blue day, just click on that, and then you can reserve, or you actually request to stream your game, and you got to put the game information, who you're playing, where it's at, what time, all that stuff, and then I'll email you to confirm it, and then once it's confirmed, I'll be there. I have a few games scheduled. I think next week I'm looking for a couple games, so if you're watching and you have a game, put something in next week, because I'm looking for a couple games. And I see some of the districts with lights are playing double headers. Those will be nice too. I can do 2 games in one night. So first pitch was a ball on Alice, number 16. Serenity is still pitching here for New Brighton. Just missed outside. With Serenity being 12, she looks like she could keep working and be a decent pitcher for Coach Bridges when she gets to the high school. Here's a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Let's go. You got it, Serenity. You got it.
There's a nice hit. Short makes the play, gets the out at first. I should have switched over to my infield camera. That was a nice play. So that's the first out of the inning. Missed inside. 2-0. Batting now for Ambridge is number 14, Zoe. Missed outside. 3-0. It's slow. That'll be ball 4. Yeah, son, the shadows are getting to me. This angle looks fine. Called strike. Stolen base attempt. And she'll be safe. Oh, she went swing and a miss. 0-2's the count. 1 out, 1 wrong. Second. Called strike 3. A little low. It was on the knees. Yeah, it's always tough to stand there and watch a pitch that's close. You don't want to put that in the umpire's hands to call you out. There's a strike. You see this pitcher, Serenity, she does good couple batters, and then she'll start throwing balls, and then she settles down and comes back. I think if she keeps working, she'll find some more consistency, and I think she'll be pretty decent. Just slow. Brighton too, they're a double-A school, so it's nice to have good pitching, because good pitching can take you a long way in double-A. Full count now. Miss low, ball 4. Okay, so up now for Ambridge is number 1, Hannah. The base runner just stole second, and New Brighton didn't challenge it. There's a swing and a miss. They got 2 outs. Focus on the batter, get out of the inning. There's another strike. But you can see Serenity, she's throwing strikes again. Strike 3. Good job. And as she learns and gets more experience, more reps, she'll find that consistency. And I think she'll be pretty decent. Stick with it. Okay, We'll be back after a quick break.
Most of the umps would run, so I'm going to take advantage. Take advantage. All right. Also up in the field. Ready, let's go. Yeah, you're good. Was it the same scenario? Okay.
Lila, you're still up.
I'm going to kneel on whatever glove is back here. There was a white one.
I saw a couple girls have Valley Rage helmets on, so they'll be playing in this next tournament coming up. It's the Summer Showdown, May 31st through June 2nd. And these will be playing in Beaver County for Valley Rage. They also have another tournament towards the end of summer, July 12th to the 14th. It's the Rage in the Valley. Rage is the oldest travel organization in our area. They've been around for 25 years this year. I had a podcast with the president, Anthony Ross. If you want to watch that, it's pretty interesting. There's a foul ball, but it hit her hand. That hurts. And it's a strike because you're swinging. Low. Got 2-2 count. Full count. This is Lila batting, number 14. She's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss, strike 3. I did hear the umpire saying we're at an hour and 20 minutes before the inning started.
I have an ice pack in my bag if you want to grab it.
First pitch is a ball on Sophia, number 41. She's 0 for 1 so far today. It's a ball back to the pitcher. She bobbled it and threw it away. So that'll be an error on the pitcher. So New Brighton gets their first base runner with 1 out. And this is number 2, Sophie. She's also 0 for 1. Stolen base. Got past the catcher, so she'll advance to third. Sorry, the back of this is so dark. There's a strike. So we got a 1 and 2 count. 1 out, runner on third base. No pitch. Batter wasn't ready. strike. They're going to try for home. So she advanced on a drop third strike. I think that's time. All right. So it looks like New Brighton is going to hang on and win 9-6. And the reason why the time limit expired when New Brighton was batting, and since they're home, the game is over. So New Brighton wins 9-6. And I don't have anything over the weekend, so I will be back next week. So we'll see you around. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And thanks for the support and watching, and catch you next